Muay Thai has a deep history, and when it comes to the ring sport we've all come to love, the period between 1980 and 1995, known as the Golden Era, spawned arguably the most talented fighters ever. Names like Diesel Noi, Samart, Jong Sanon, and Sakmonkol demand almost superhero status. They were highly skilled and incredibly tough. Nostalgists will claim today's fighters couldn't stand with the Golden Era greats, and may even consider this as evidence that the training methods back then were superior too. But what does this mean for your training? Fighters, welcome back to another episode of Heatrick Muay Thai Performance. Muay Thai begins with the martial art, the science of 8 limbs, the ability to overcome an opponent using the body as a weapon with 2 fists, elbows, knees and feet. But Muay Thai went much further, evolving into a spectacular full contact ring sport, where only effective, practical techniques survived the acid test in the ring. A beautiful balance of artistry and savagery has emerged. Thailand itself values Muay Thai as a national treasure. Iron sharpens iron, and fighters in Thailand have pitted their skills against each other in organised competition since at least the 1900s. This iterative process has run ever since, filtering for the most competitive training practices. But initial advances hit a plateau after the Golden Era. With all fighters largely using the same physical preparation methods, the only differentiating factor between winners and losers was technical and tactical Muay Thai skill, effectively a martial arts emphasis. Although in the late 1970s, Japanese kickboxing influences found their way into the Muay Thai scene through Dutch kickboxers, traditional Thai training methods have reigned supreme, especially as the sport gained traction in the West during the 1980s Golden Era. Back in the Golden Era, there was little or no equipment. Sparring and running featured extensively along with pad work and bag work when shared equipment was available. Resistance training consisted of bodyweight exercises or using makeshift free weights such as a concrete-filled bucket. It was a different time for sure, and many factors came together to create the Golden Era conditions. Economically, it was a very tough time in Thailand, and this drew more fighters from all over the country into the sport. The talent pool was huge. The poor conditions also built in natural adversity, fueling toughness or fighters' heart, and gamblers also didn't have the same influence back then. You'd see more all-out wars in the ring. My own journey in Muay Thai began in the mid-90s, and until around 2010, training methods remained largely unchanged. Progress was slow due to the traditional Thai culture and limited exposure to alternative viewpoints. While the Thais excelled in their technical and tactical skills, their athletic development was often lacking, and this side of traditional training has barely evolved. Today, traditional coaches will cling to the old ideal that the training worked well at the time. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. But innovation isn't a dirty word. As a former mechanical design engineer, I understand that innovation is vital. For better or worse, environments and conditions change. What previously worked well stops being so effective and is ultimately surpassed by solutions that better suit the current environment and exploit the advances in technologies and knowledge. Everett Rogers' diffusion of innovations model still rings true. Any new idea is adopted on a bell curve, with the innovators, 2.5% of people, first on the scene. Then, early adopters, the next 13.5% of people, next to exploit the advantages. Followed by the early majority, about 34% of people, just ahead of the average person. Then, the skeptical late majority, the next 34% of people, give in to social pressure. And finally, the laggards, about 16%, are the stout traditionalists who reluctantly shift when it's too late, and the idea is already obsolete due to new innovation, extinct like a dodo. I'm old enough to remember collecting home movies on VHS tape, then DVD, and then Blu-ray. And now we stream movies online at home. No more libraries of cassettes or digital discs, just a login and a monthly fee. Honestly, I'm still hurting from dumping my VHS copy of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Kickboxer when I moved home. However, an attitude of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, would see us all with shelves stuffed full of poor quality magnetic media. But taking something that doesn't seem broken and seeing how much more has this thing got leads to better, more efficient solutions that suit today's evolving environment. I invite you to embrace my personal mantra: respect the traditional, embrace the new. Through this powerful lens, we'll not only unravel the secrets to climbing to the pinnacle of this game and remaining there, but how the apex of Muay Thai excellence will be redefined too. Skill always comes first, and it's the biggest strength in traditional Thai training. However, it's also caused a blind spot, and one that's now being exploited by fighters with a more open-minded approach to training. The problem is that Muay Thai fighters are much more than martial artists. A martial artist is primarily focused on skill development. It's mainly about the technique, strategy, and tactics. But a Muay Thai fighter is a competitive martial artist, a combat sports athlete whose physical attributes become as important as skill. When skill is equal, the strongest, powerfulest, fastest, most relentless fighter wins. And being weight class athletes, physical preparation matters. Power to weight ratio is crucial. Think of traditional Thai training as producing highly skilled race car drivers, but not spending enough time fine-tuning and maintaining the race car itself. When it comes to technical and tactical skill training, influences from outside Thailand won't make a significant impact. However, when it comes to boosting athletic development, there's a lot that can be brought to the table. Borrowing proven methods from well-funded sports that have a history of employing sports science to enhance competitive performance is one reason we're witnessing Western fighters narrow the gap in Muay Thai. The influx of influences pouring into the mix is of exceptional quality and diverse in nature. The key lies in filtering this wealth of knowledge through the lens of Muay Thai. It requires a deep understanding of both sports science and the intricacies of Muay Thai itself. We're in an exhilarating era where these worlds collide and exciting breakthroughs await. It's time for Muay Thai fighters to not only dominate in technical striking, but also possess world-class athletic performance to match, an area that has often been overlooked. And we can see this playing out in fights like Nico Carrillo versus Muay Thai. To use my race car analogy, the martial artist is a skilled race car driver. A Muay Thai fighter is a skilled race car driver in a highly tuned race car. Over time, traditional Thai training has learned to disregard the advantages afforded by better physical preparation. Because up until now, in Thailand, that's been a level playing field. Everyone's been racing using the same cars. But now, skillful Farangs are entering the race with better race cars. And skill alone is no longer enough to balance the odds. There are three evidence-based components that traditional Thai fighters are missing out on. Firstly, long-term progressive strength and conditioning programs designed to build strength, power and speed, along with relentless endurance, to levels that can't be matched otherwise. Secondly, sports nutrition that fuels better performance, both in training and during the fight, along with better recovery and general health. Thirdly, evidence-based weight-cutting strategies that safely drop weight and reinstate it again before competition without negatively affecting performance. As both martial artists and athletes, these strategies are equally part of the game as a competitive fighter. And as the skill gap closes, we're beginning to see this play out at the highest level in Muay Thai as the sport becomes increasingly more professional on the world stage. More fighters are leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of reaching their potential. When I was competing, I'd ask myself to consider the ultimate fair fight. If I was competing against my identical clone, who'd also trained identically to me for years, except hadn't exploited the strength and conditioning or nutritional strategies that I have, which version of me would most likely win? Don't neglect skill development. It's crucial. You are a martial artist, but don't neglect athletic development or you will come unstuck. You are both a martial artist and a combat sports athlete, and it's not a choice of one or the other. Both of these aspects add together, stacking on top of each other to create your total performance. Getting this balance right significantly improves your chances of getting the win by compounding marginal gains. For the longest time in Muay Thai, skills paid the bills. But now we must add to that athletic prowess is vital for success. Muay Thai is a different animal now than it was in the golden era. It has to be to stay relevant. Muay Thai has a truly global audience now, and the training influences have exploded too. We are gaining huge advantages from the contribution of so many specialist fields, but with so many options comes confusion, and that's the state of play right now. For example, making better fighters isn't as simple as making better long-distance runners. There are more moving parts and complexity. A good aerobic engine is just part of the requirement of a good fighter. You also need strength, power, speed, endurance, mobility, technical and tactical skill, not to mention to contend with year-round competitive season and often with frequent fights. The solution is to adopt a strong evidence-based filter, guided by proven principles to sift for effective training methods that truly make a difference to Muay Thai performance. You can't just keep doing it the same way for years and expect to keep up. Performance training is constantly moving forwards and at an accelerating rate. Stopping where you are is going backwards in comparison to the rest of the field. And you can achieve the best of both. You can respect the traditional and embrace the new. The Fairtex Training Centre, with fighters like Stamp, Ferrari, Sonrak and Doc Mai Pa, are taking on the challenge and succeeding against growing international competition. They're taking the best of traditional Muay Thai training methods and supplementing with proven S&C methods to plug the gaps in athletic development. If you desire more efficient training too, you're not a Muay Thai fraud. You're less of a laggard than most. And committing earlier will mean you see that advantage for longer. Those golden era fighters would be envious of the opportunities we now have. Don't squander your advantage for the sake of appearing traditional. Samart was a beast in any era. And I'm sure if he could have taken advantage of more efficient training, he would have jumped at the chance to make himself even better than he was. The traditional fight camp has long been the norm, and it's served us well. It's an approach that largely views training in binary terms, either in fight camp, leading up to a specific fight date, or completely out of camp in a phase of physical recovery and maintenance and in technical and tactical skill development. However, this approach often results in stagnant athletic performance, with fighters merely striving to reach the same peak as their last fight. It's time to break this cycle. Picture this: a dynamic, progressive program that keeps us consistently improving both our skills and athletic abilities. No more spinning our wheels, just constant growth and development. When a fight date approaches, we'll be ready to fine-tune what we've been working on, leading to peak performance with ease. Have you ever considered looking beyond your next fight? Imagine where you want to be in 5 fights from now, stronger, faster, more relentless than ever. We often fall into the trap of present bias and hyperbolic discounting, favouring short-term rewards over long-term gains. But with a new perspective, we can achieve more significant victories. Let's step away from the tunnel vision of fight dates and view our training as a continuous journey of growth. Yes, fights are crucial, but they should be milestones in our progress, not the sole focus of our efforts. By understanding and countering our cognitive biases, we can temper our struggle with self-control and delayed gratification and optimize our training for long-term success, while punctuating with peak points that align with fight dates. Ditch the fight camp attitude and consider your training a never-ending journey. The key is to balance technical and tactical skill training with athletic performance training consistently between fights. By doing so, you'll experience the power of compounding gains. Both aspects of total performance will reinforce each other over time, killing stagnant cycles and leading to exponential growth. Now, I know fight dates provide motivation and focus, but what happens in between? Many fighters lose momentum during these periods, which hampers their overall progress. But here's the secret: a well-planned, progressive training program. Imagine this. After a fight, we give ourselves time to recover before jumping back into training with a solid plan in hand. No more starting from scratch. Instead, we build on our progress and climb higher into our full athletic potential. So let's get practical. How do we make this new approach work for us? In one word, priorities. Prioritizing different elements at different stages of your training ensures consistent progress and continuous growth in athletic performance. By periodizing your training like this, say goodbye to temporary peaks that come and go and embrace long-term increases in your baseline athletic ability. Remember, consistency is key. Modern Muay Thai fighters are no longer confined to the boom and bust cycles of traditional fight camps. Instead, they prioritize continuous progress, ensuring that every step they take is towards becoming a completely different and improved fighter within a year and beyond. By adopting this new mindset, you're not just training for your next fight, you're investing in your future as a Muay Thai warrior. Embracing an open-minded approach to the traditional fight camp unlocks more of a fighter's true potential and redefines what it means to be a Muay Thai fighter. Most likely, if you ask a Muay Thai trainer what fitness training you should do outside of your Muay Thai sessions, you'd be told to simply run a number of times a week and maybe do a little weight training if you want to. It's largely down to you, and aside from do more when you have a fight coming up, there's little guidance and rarely any structure. And this is a problem for the majority of Muay Thai trainers. It's leaving students with only a basic athletic foundation and no hope of leveling up over time, let alone peaking performance for a fight if the student competes. So why does this happen? It's largely because those traditional golden era Muay Thai methods are still aspirational to most coaches, even if things should have moved on and improved. To truly level up, the best of traditional training should remain, while the less effective or wasteful work should be improved or cut out completely. It's also likely your trainer only ever received outdated training advice themselves. Training practices are typically passed down from generation to generation without question, especially in Thailand. Not to mention, there's a pressure on coaches to be seen to offer authentic Muay Thai training to their students. And having run my own Muay Thai gym, I respect the reputation is important and it's incredibly challenging to maintain a viable Muay Thai gym business. But at the same time, sports science is constantly evolving, and it's important to be aware of new developments and incorporate them into your training where appropriate to gain a significant performance advantage and longevity in the sport. Right now, only the most innovative, early adopting Muay Thai coaches are currently exploiting this advantage and passing it on to their students. The vast majority of coaches lack the facilities and the knowledge of how to use that kit. It's not surprising. There's a significant investment needed both in equipment and education to pull it off. And giving up the rented floor space to expensive metalwork, especially when you don't know how to best use it, it's a huge barrier. And it's easier to play it safe, mat out that floor space and have students partner up for bag work, pad work or sparring. And maybe just claim to be an authentic Muay Thai gym and dissuade your students from believing sports science plays any part in Muay Thai performance. Just saying. And this used to work, but then the internet happened and influences beyond your trainer entered your social sphere. Helpful folks, like me, started publicly explaining how to make Muay Thai athletes even better and sharing training methods that differed to the traditional golden era mantras. Research has shown that lack of proper periodization, recovery strategies, and injury prevention techniques can lead to decreased performance, increased risk of injury, and decreased recovery. Meanwhile, Muay Thai competition has truly gone international with promotions like One Championship, Rajadhan and World Series, Fairtex Fight Promotion, and One Lumpini, all showcasing fighters outside of Thailand too. And these successful international fighters routinely share training on social media that feature non-traditional, more scientific methods too. All while the average education level of those training in Muay Thai continues to shift upwards. The number of people with PhDs working with me online is growing all the time. Muay Thai trainers are up against it. Well-informed, inquisitive students keep coming. And while trainers have whole classes to look after, they experience more students demanding personalized programming that only suits them, not the group, and specifically addresses their own weekly schedule and fight dates. Unreasonable expectations? Well, there's a way to upgrade the service provided to students and fighters that doesn't undermine your Muay Thai trainer if you're a student, or undermine you if you're a trainer. A professional approach to supporting Muay Thai practitioners should also tap into specializations, allowing each coach to do what they do best while working as a collaborative team for the best of the athlete. And this removes the burden for keeping up to date with the advances in all the prospective fields, or providing all the facilities and equipment. Students can conduct supporting sessions under the guidance of a specialist in suitably equipped facilities. Building a trusted coaching team with a good understanding both of the demands of the sport, Muay Thai, and the individual athlete, you, will accelerate your progress and keep you in the game longer. As a student, understand the demands on your trainer and take responsibility for your own training individualization outside of your classes. Don't expect your Muay Thai trainer to have all the answers to the human performance puzzle. That's not fair. They are technical and tactical Muay Thai skills trainers with a whole team of students to look after. By doing your bit, you can help your Muay Thai trainer be the best they can be at doing their bit. Here's a question that might make you feel a bit uncomfortable. Is your training actually making you better or just making you feel tired? Most Muay Thai fighters and enthusiasts I work with ask themselves 3 questions. Is my S&C training really helping my fighting? What am I missing that's holding me back? And what is it that the best fighters do differently? And that's why I created a Muay Thai Performance Readiness Scorecard. And in just 5 minutes, you'll get a clear snapshot of where your training actually stands, your specific weak links and blind spots, a custom action plan based on your goals. It's simple. Answer 16 questions about your training, get your results instantly, and see exactly what you need to work on next. As someone who's spent 25 years coaching fighters and studying athletic development, I've designed this to cut through the confusion and show you exactly what needs work. Take the free assessment now. Just click on the link in the comments or on the card that's come up or on the links page. Get your personal score, and let's make sure that every minute of your training actually counts. There's no fluff, no generic advice, just a clear roadmap to better Muay Thai performance. Go and check it out now.
Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else it could help too. Please give the podcast a review or comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, you can visit Heatrick.com for more Muay Thai performance podcasts, videos, articles, and guides. Catch you next time.